Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 26. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. He's checking. Crash. Shoot. Ready, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
Patriots.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Second and 11. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Darren Lee in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And going deep for him. And this is caught inside the 5. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Ready up. No chance. Double time. 3 down. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ready. 90. Wolf. Out back. Check. 94 is the mark. Let's go, D. 94 is the A. Dogs off.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. 80 weapon. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. 61. Matchbox. Right. Here we go. 94 is the mark. Okay, double up. Switch. Check.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Check. Tight dog. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming. Check nickel, no spot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
That's taken it around the 40.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
Here we go.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Red, 60, Pittsburgh. I got you, boy. White, 64, weak.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready, break. Minus 42. I got you.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You can't stop me. I said it, let's go. 42 the mic. 3 bud. Slam. Check 3. Kill. Stand, go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
2 times. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the set. Go 58's the mic. Anyway.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Shift. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 13.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here is Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Down. Mike, go to base. Here's Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain. Check. Match box.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Elliott is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking it deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down, New England.
Okay, ready, Delta. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Check. Check. Hot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, don't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Race don't travel.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st down, Patriots.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. Go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Quarterback goes.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Kill. 25. Check clear. You go tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 15. Check 15. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Show it up. Go.
It's Eckler again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
At the 32-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Once more, here's Eckler. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long 22-check bomber, 22-check bomber. Check 3, check 8, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for New England. And even 50 yards.
1st down, New England.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Silver. Zoom, Carlos, let's go. 51. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rhodes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
He's checking. Topper. 42's the mark, 42's the mark. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Shoot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. 50, whip, general, flash.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
We got to step it up. Hey, ready, go.
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to.
But that's
The
about
virtual
it.